Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Last night, Today is a significant day for our economy because it was just midnight last night, right? Midnight last night, Trump's latest round of tariffs took effect. So I hope you remembered. To set your clocks back to more expensive. These tariffs are huge. The size of the hugeness, big. They raise import taxes to the highest level since the Great Depression. Never a great sign to be compared to the worst thing ever. Safety standards here at the nuclear power plant are at the lowest level since Chernobyl. Let's turn this sucker on. Ooh, my veins itch. The tariffs, which remember, American citizens and companies pay, are different depending on the country we're importing the product from. Countries that negotiated with Trump, like the EU, face levies of like 10 to 15%. But if the president's mad at you, they can be much higher. For instance, Trump doubled tariffs on India to 50%, which will raise the price of items like gauze, bandages, and wadding. Yeah. Making the perfect time to introduce my new product, Steve's Wad. What's in them? What do you care? You're bleeding. It's a wad. Shove it in there. Another country, you guys are really upset about the wadding getting more expensive. Another country Trump is punishing with 50% tariffs is Brazil, which is bad news for meat-based Americans. Because in the first 6 months of this year, Brazil sent the U.S. over 180,000 tons of beef. Do you know how much beef that is? That is almost one whole Jason Momoa. That's like 2/3 of a Momoa.
Yeah.
Trump is also putting a 39% tariff on Switzerland, which will affect luxury goods. For instance, the retail price of a Rolex Submariner could jump from $10,000 to nearly $14,000. Ha ha, joke's on them. Just this morning down on Canal Street, I got this genuine Rolex Submarginal. Okay? Didn't cost me $10,000. I won it playing tic-tac-toe with a rooster. Be careful with that. There you go. The hit this tariff will put on your wallet is already changing people's spending habits. Yesterday, the CEO of McDonald's told investors, due to anxiety around tariffs, customers are not spending as freely as they were a year ago, and some are skipping the drive-thru altogether. Now, this means either Americans have stopped eating fast food or have been forced to do the unthinkable, eat somewhere other than their car. Don't do it. Don't go out into the world. Okay? There are no cup holders out there. Companies are doing everything they can to dance away from Trump's random tariff beam, including Apple. Yesterday, Apple CEO Tim Cook was at the White House to pledge $100 billion in additional investments in the United States in order to avoid Trump's threat of tariffs on iPhones. Now, there's a catch to this $100 billion. Apple's products themselves will not be made in America because Apple says, according to their research, the U.S. has a smaller pool of workers with the skills necessary to assemble an iPhone. How dare you, Apple? I believe America's children can do anything. Now, come on. They got those little fingers, those little screws. Part of this deal is a modest increase in the use of Corning glass manufactured in Kentucky. And before he left the Oval, Cook gave Trump an engraved piece of the glass on a base made from a 24-karat gold bar, which sounds nice, but you know next year they're going to use a different charging cable on the bar, and you're going to have to go buy a 24-karat gold dongle. After this lavish corporate bottom smooching, Trump responded by calling Tim Cook a complete wiener.
I want to thank Tim Cook. He's a great man, a visionary, a businessman, just about every quality you can have other than athleticism. I don't know about that.
Here you are, Tim. Here you are, Tim. Hold on there. I'll write you a thank you note. Dear Tim, thanks, chicken legs, for the piece of glass you throw like a girl P.S. I hate you. After Trump received tribute from his billionaire supplicant, he moved on to more important topics, one of which was me.
Colbert has no talent. Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because they get, you know, Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. But, no. Ladies and gentlemen, please. To be fair, I think we're all equally untalented. Anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching, sir. And thank you for agreeing to be in our new promo.
Stephen Colbert is #1 in late night. Just ask our elderly viewers.
Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Everyone's watching.
Still canceled.
Seeing Tim Cook travel from distant lands to present our chieftain with a precious ingot is just the latest event that makes you feel like our country is plunging headfirst into techno-feudalism, where the rich and powerful operate the levers of government solely for their own personal gain. But once in a while, a story comes along that gives me a glimmer of hope. This isn't one of them, because we just found out that JD Vance ordered a river's water level raised for his family boat trip on his birthday. This is such an insane, spoiled baby emperor move that I have no choice but to break out my new character, Widow Points Vance.
Whoa.
Hear ye, I want my river waves for my birthday. Also, I don't like how blue the sky is. Paint it red. Now give me juice box. Juice box. Now, not fruit juice. Apple. Kill him. Kill him. Now, Netflix, call me. I'm available in June. Now, So what happened? Apparently, JD Vance wanted to go boating for his birthday, so his team requested that the Army Corps of Engineers temporarily increase the outflow from a nearby lake to the river in what's called a special release. Well, of course, on your birthday, who doesn't want a special release? Officially, this river manipulation was out of the ordinary. Normally, the Army Corps of Engineers only does this when they're training emergency responders. There wasn't a... There was an emergency. I wanted more Wawa for my birthday boat. Now there's another emergency. Hello, police? I'm hungry. Get me Papa John's. He's closed. Kill him. Little Lord JD has been... I will also entertain offers from Amazon. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Senator Alex Padilla. And later, a performance by Louis Cato, John Schofield, and Marcus Miller. But when we come back, Hollywood stars team up with little kids to make a new movie. Kill him!